In this video, we will be solving some more linear inequality problems. So here is the another practice set problem. Now you can see that on the left hand side we have 2 upon 5x minus 1 less than minus 3 by 4, and we can see that this is a negative value, minus 3 by 4, and we want to solve for all x belonging to real number. Now we will make cases because 5x minus 1 is in the denominator, so we want to bring this in the numerator. So probably we might think of the first step as cross multiplying. But when we multiply, so we must need to ensure that if this quantity is positive, inequality sign will not change. In other circumstances, if 5x minus 1 is negative, then we will have to change the inequality sign. So we will take the case 1 in which 5x minus 1 is strictly positive. If 5x minus 1 is strictly positive, then let us write the given inequality. And we can now cross multiply this. So we will get 8 less than minus 3 into 5x minus 1. In this case, inequality sign remains less than because 5x minus 1 is positive. So 8 less than minus 15x plus 3. Take 15x on the other side. Less than, bring 8 on this side, 3 minus 8. So this is 15x less than minus 5. So x is less than minus 5 by 15, or I can say x is less than minus 1 by 3. Now there are two conditions. One is this and another is this. Now look at this condition. From the first condition, we have considered that 5x minus 1 is greater than 0. This means 5x should be greater than 1 and x should be greater than 1 by 5. And we got the result x should be less than minus 1 by 3. So now you try to combine x greater than 1 by 5 and x less than 1 by 3. Is it possible to have a solution simultaneously? No, it is not possible, because we are saying one time that x is smaller than 1 by 3. Another time we are saying x is greater than 1 by 5. There is nothing common in the real line. So for this case, we will have no solution. We cannot find any x which satisfy both the condition. Now let us take the second case to our problem. In the second case, we want to take 5x minus 1 is negative, the main case that you have started solving the problem. If 5x minus 1 is less than 0, this means 5x is less than 1 and x is less than 1 by 5. In this case, now let us take the inequality and do the cross multiplication. When we do the cross multiplication, now because it is negative, so when 5x minus 1 is multiplied to right hand side, inequality sign will change. So this is 5x minus 1. So 8 is greater than minus 15x plus 3. Take 15x on the left hand side and 8 on the other side. This will become 15x greater than minus 5, or we may say x is greater than minus 1 by 3. Now we want x which is less than 1 by 5 greater than minus 1 by 5. So in this case we got a range, minus 1 by 3 bigger x and 1 by 5 smaller x. So we can find a common range, and range is minus 1 by 3 less than x less than 1 by 5. So this becomes the answer to our problem, our given inequality. Now in the second problem, again similarly approach with the two cases. So case 1 is in the denominator we have x minus 2. One time we assume x minus 2 is greater than 0, and in the case 2 we can take x minus 2 is less than 0. If x minus 2 is greater than 0, this means x is strictly greater than 2, and here you will get x is less than 2. For this case, let us look at the inequality. This is less than minus 2 by 3. It is positive, so cross multiply. Sign will not change of the inequality. So this is 9 less than minus 2x plus 4. Bring 2x on the left hand side, 9 on the other side. So we get 2x is less than minus 5 by x is less than minus 5 by 2. So we are saying x is greater than 2 and less than 5 by 2. It is not possible. You can see we will not be able to find any x which satisfy this. Look at the other case. Now x is less than 2, and from the inequality, when we are saying that it is negative, so when we will multiply, inequality sign will change. So I have changed the inequality sign. You can see that earlier it was less than, now it is greater than. So this is 9 greater than minus 2x plus 4. Repeat the process, 2x on this side, 9 on other side, 2x greater than minus 5. So x is greater than minus 5 by 2. Now this will satisfy. X is smaller than 2, greater than 5 by 2. So the range is minus 5 by 2 less than x less than 2. This is the answer of the problem. Now we want to solve for all x belonging to real, x square minus 16x plus 16 greater than 0. In this case, we can see our inequality is a quadratic equation. So if we want to solve the quadratic equation, solve it as usual as we have solved the quadratic equation. So inequality will also get same factors. Let's try to make the factor first. So this is x square minus 16x plus 60. Let us first form the factors of this. This will be x minus 6 into x minus 10. When we multiply 6 and 10, we will get 60. When we will add 6 and 10, we will get 16. So these two are the factors. So this means x minus 6 into x minus 10 both should be greater than 0 as given to the problem. So in this case, either they both are negative, so the product is positive, or they both are positive. These are the two possible cases. So let us form the cases. Case 1, x minus 6 is negative and x minus 10 is negative. Case 2, x minus 6 is positive, x minus 10 is positive. In this case, x is less than 6 and x is less than 10. Or this was the second case, x is greater than 6, x is greater than 10. In these two, when we are saying x is greater than 6, x is greater than 10. So what is the common range? Common range says that x is greater than 10. We are saying x is greater than 6 and then we are saying x is greater than 10. So what is common between these two? When x is greater than 10. In this case, when we are saying x is less than 6 and we are saying x is less than 10. What is common in both? When we are saying less than, in less than the common is this one. So here we can say x is less than 6. So we will, and in between these two cases we will have the option or, because either this case will hold or this case will hold. So this means solution is x is less than 6 or x is greater than 10. And also in the interval form you can write it is minus infinity to 6 union, because it is or, we can take x is greater than 10. So this means it is 10 to infinity. So for these, it will give us the solution. Now suppose we want to solve now this problem. X minus a into x minus b is strictly positive. A is greater than b. As we have just solved in the previous question, either they both are negative or they both are positive. So let us take the first case. When both of them are negative, x minus a and x minus b, both of them are negative. If the first case hold, this means x is less than a. If the second case hold, this means x is less than b. In case 2, we say x minus a is positive, x minus b is positive. X is greater than a, x is greater than b. And we have also said that a is greater than b. So a is bigger and b is smaller. So in the bigger range, x is greater than a. It will come here. We are saying b is smaller, and in the less than, we say a is bigger, x will be on right side, b is smaller, b will be on left hand side. X is smaller than b, x is smaller than a. So the common range is this one. So here x is smaller than b. So we need to now remember, whenever we have this type of the problem, you can use this as a formula. And whenever you see that a is bigger, so x is bigger than a and x is smaller than the smaller quantity. That will become the range. And here we have or in between. Either this case will hold or this case will hold. Now suppose I want to solve this question. X plus 6, x plus 8, x belonging to real number. In this case, I want to directly apply this formula by comparing this from the statement. But we see here this is positive, and in my formula I have written here the negative term. So let us first rewrite. This is x minus of minus 6. This is the first factor. Second factor is x minus of minus 8. Now compare which is bigger and smaller. Minus 6 is bigger than minus 8. So we can directly write x is bigger than the bigger number, x is smaller than the smaller number. And in between we have the option or, because there were two cases. So this is the answer for the problem. Now suppose we want to solve this question, 5x square plus 8x plus 3 greater than 0. In this case, let's make the factor quickly. 5x square plus 5x plus 3x plus 3 greater than 0. Take 5x common, we get x plus 1 plus 3 common, we get x plus 1 greater than 0. So we have x plus 1 and then we have 5x plus 3 greater than 0. Now this is x plus 1, and even you can take this 5 common from the second term. We will get x plus 3 by 5 greater than 0. Now this is already positive. To be positive, either they both are positive or they both are negative. So the similar case as we have done in the previous example. So we need to first convert this into the desirable form. So write this as x minus of minus 1. This become x minus of minus 3 by 5. Now compare which is bigger and smaller. We have minus 1 and we have minus 3 by 5. So minus 1 and minus 3 by 5. The bigger term is minus 3 by 5 because it is minus 0 point something. So we will say the answer will be saying x is bigger than minus 3 by 5 or x is smaller than minus 1. This is the answer of the given problem. Now suppose we want to solve this question, x square minus 4x plus 2 greater than 0. In this question we can see that we are not going to get a factors for this question. So I am going to use for factor the formula of the quadratic equation. What is the formula? X is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. If I compare now, what is the value for b? B here is minus 4. So we substitute, we get this 16 minus 8 by 2. We will get 4 plus minus under root 8. Under root 8 is 2 root 2 divided by 2. So I got 2 roots, 2 plus minus under root 2. So I got these two, and from here you can see which is bigger. So 2 plus root 2 is of course bigger and minus root 2 is smaller. So we can say x is bigger than the bigger root or x is smaller than the smaller root. This becomes the answer for the problem by using the previous formula, because I am going to write this as x minus of 2 plus root 2, one factor, and the another factor is x minus of 2 minus root 2, and I wanted it to be greater than 0. This is one method. We can have also another method by making the perfect square. So let us do that also. In method 2, we have to think, if I want to convert this into the perfect square, I have this term x square minus 4x plus 2. To get minus 4x, I need a square of x minus 2 whole square. We get x square plus 4 minus 4x. Or I can say, if I only read x square minus 4x, then this 4 I must need to subtract. X minus 2 whole square minus 4. So x square minus 4x plus 2 can be written it as x minus 2 whole square minus 4 and then this plus 2. So I have replaced x square minus 4x as this and then plus 2. And this I need greater than 0. So this means it is x minus 2 whole square minus 2 greater than 0. Now I can use the a square minus b square formula. We know a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. From here also I can get factors. So if I want to now write this as, this is x minus 2 whole square minus under root 2 whole square. Now you can apply a square minus b square formula. So this is x minus 2 minus root 2 and x minus 2 plus root 2. This is greater than 0. Or I can write, first let us write in the same form x minus a and x minus. So take negative common, inside we will have 2 plus root 2. One is this term. Here if I take negative common, and inside we will have 2 minus under root 2 greater than 0. Now this is like x minus a, x minus b. This is bigger than this quantity. So x is bigger than 2 plus root 2 and x is smaller than 2 minus root 2. We got the same answer, same solution as we got it from the earlier case. We can see that they both are same. So you can apply any of these methods. Now in this question, I want to solve for all x reals. So either we can apply x formula to get the factors, or we can normally square it. So if I want to normally square it, so we can get it as x square minus 2x minus 1 by 3. Take 3 common and this is the term. Now you can make this as a perfect square. So this is x minus 1 whole square minus 1 by 3. Now solve just this quantity. This is x minus 1 whole square. And here I am left with minus 4 by 3 greater than 0. This is x minus 1 whole square minus under root 4 by 3 whole square greater than 0. So now I can apply a square minus b square formula. So this is x minus 1 minus under root 4 by 3 and x minus 1 plus under root 4 by 3 greater than 0. Or I can write x minus 1 plus under root 4 is 2 root 3. This is the term. Inside here it is x minus 1 minus 2 root 3 greater than 0. This is bigger, this is smaller. It is 1 minus, it is 1 plus. So x is bigger than 1 plus 2 root 3. X is smaller than 1 minus 2 root 3. So x is bigger than this or x is smaller than this.